Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to No Limits Wrestling, and still to come in this part, a huge WrestleMania 2 rematch between Kurt Angle and Drew Galloway, but this time it's a street fight. There are no disqualifications, no countouts. They're going to take it to the extreme in this street fight. Angle, who's never been beaten, takes on Galloway in this WrestleMania rematch. And well, speaking of WrestleMania, this man at WrestleMania won the X Division Championship from Austin Aries. And when I was about to announce a rematch for our next pay-per-view last week, I was interrupted by, well, you're never going to guess, Adam Cole. And we've heard that he's been teasing his debut here for weeks, and, well, Austin Aries, you can see now, coming to the ring, obviously shocked as we all are of the debut and the arrival of Adam Cole, who tonight makes his debut in No Limits Wrestling against that very man in the ring, the greatest man who ever lived. And Aries stares down the X Division champion and the man that took the title from him at WrestleMania. Aries at WrestleMania lost the title to Daniel Bryan, and Bryan was scheduled to defend it against Aries on our next pay-per-view, but the arrival of this guy, Adam Cole, has thrown that completely out of the water. And the confusion now is whether or not Aries is actually going to be the number one contender, because from what I saw last week, Adam Cole certainly set his sights on both the X Division Championship and Aries and Daniel Bryan, in fact. And he's in the ring now for his debut. He's been hyping himself up for weeks as the most charismatic, the greatest pro wrestler that's ever lived. But we're definitely going to see how much of that is true when he takes on Aries here tonight. And not only that, the X Division champion is at ringside, Daniel Bryan, looking on and watching this one. And both these men obviously accomplished wrestlers, and some would say that Aries has the advantage with experience. However, Aries has wrestled quite consistently in NLW, and I don't know if Adam Cole has really been, well, you can see at the moment he's trying to test his strength, but there you go. And if you don't know who Adam Cole is, you're going to find out here. That's what he's about, trying to get the edge any way he can, but at the moment he just got drop kicked by Austin Aries, and now Aries with that armbar as Bryan looks on. And all this over the X Division Championship. There's a lot of pride involved in that title. And Aries couldn't get the armbar locked in fully, and he's paying for it at the moment. There's Adam Cole driving that boot into the esophagus of Austin Aries, the greatest man who ever lived. Is on the floor now, but manages to escape that time. Adam Cole goes over the top rope and the axe handle from the top rope to the floor. And Adam Cole being welcomed to No Limits Wrestling by Austin Aries. And what would a win for Adam Cole be here tonight? What would that do for his career? It would certainly send a major message to the locker room, and my God, what a shining wizard and a power slam by Adam Cole. And immediately you can see him eyeing up the X Division champion, Daniel Bryan. He knows what he wants. He wants championship gold. And although he's only been here for a cup of coffee, the fact is this is his first matchup, and a win would not only put his name on the map here in NLW, it would also give him leverage in that X Division championship picture. But at the moment, Adam Cole's picture maybe lights out for him, because he just got throttled with that elbow. Now Aries with the rollover in the ring, and the elbow dropped onto the sternum. Well, Bryan, as he looks on as champion, sees that these two men are battering each other for the right to be called. Oh my goodness, there's a DDT, and now he's on him in the farmer's carry, and there you go, knee to the back of the skull. And that's the kind of thing that will cause concussions. You don't just have to ask Austin Aries, you can also ask Daniel Bryan what that feels like. He felt it firsthand at WrestleMania at the hands of Austin Aries. And here is the figure 4 leg lock. And at the moment he's putting a lot of pressure on those knees. And Aries has to get out of this, and at the moment he reverses the leverage. But Adam Cole is near the ropes and he gets there. I wouldn't say unscathed. His knees have certainly taken a battering, both of these guys in fact. And Aries sees him now, punches him in the square in the jaw, I should say. And now there's a return one from Adam Cole, and the net breaker. Both these men evenly matched, but there's a stop by Adam Cole. And it's Adam Cole looking to win his debut matchup here in NLW There's a knee to the side of the head. Here's the cover by Adam Cole, but Austin Aries just about kicks out. And whoever this man faces in the near future, he's going to be lucky because both of these guys are pummeling each other. And whoever does eventually face Daniel... Oh, hang on, I was about to say, he was going for that Panama surprise, and that's quite a finishing manoeuvre if I do say so myself, if you haven't seen it before. But he does get backdropped to the outside, and here comes Austin Aries with a suicide dive through the second rope, and comes out in full velocity. And Adam Cole is in a deep trouble here. He certainly got himself in a predicament as Daniel Bryan holds his championship. Oh, but there you go, kick to the stomach. Adam Cole now on the second rope, go for that Panama surprise again, but Adam Cole didn't scout it that time. Austin Aries moves out of the ring, moves out of the move I should say, and here he goes. That last chancery from Austin Aries hooks it under the chin, choking the life out of Adam Cole. And Adam Cole with that right to the eyes. That was an act of desperation there from Adam Cole. And Aries in trouble. What a kick to the back of the skull. Has him by the hips. And here we go. Panama. Wait. Oh, and the Florida key. Florida key, German suplex, whatever you want to call it. It was successful for Adam Cole. Adam Cole successful in his debut matchup here in No Limits Wrestling. And he points immediately the way of Daniel Bryan, the X-Division champion, saying, I've just beaten the number one contender. Does that make me the number one contender? We gotta believe it does, and as the commissioner, at the time being, I would say that Adam Cole has certainly made a claim, a rightful claim, to being put in that X-Division championship picture. There was a kick to the side of the skull, back of the head, and then the Florida key for the victory. Well, Adam Cole has beaten Austin Aries, and Austin Aries still has an entitled rematch following WrestleMania, and he's lost the X-Division title to Daniel Bryan. But Adam Cole's victory here tonight has sent this entire picture wide open. You can see Daniel Bryan pointing at Adam Cole, pointing at Austin Aries, that he is still the X-Division champion, and if they want to take that title, they have to go through him. Adam Cole has made a statement here tonight in his debut matchup. He's beaten Austin Aries, and the X-Division champion Daniel Bryan has met his two biggest challenges.
Nah, there's no way, Sunshine. You ain't escorting me off the premises. I have a right to be here. I've got a letter from the board of directors. They said I could be here. Yeah, I just told you why I'm here. I'm collecting my stuff and clearing out my office. You got a problem with that? No? Then get the hell out of here. I'm just getting back my stuff, alright? Jackass. Hi, do you do high quality massages, that kind of stuff? Oh, that's expensive. Just charge it to No Limits Wrestling.
Well, knowing the commissioner, I'm sure he's got an ulterior motive. No way he's just here to collect his stuff. I'm not going to believe that BS 1 minute. Well, you want to talk about evil figures? Look no further than this man, the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. Wyatt is here for one reason. That is to spread his message and cause destruction. Wyatt at WrestleMania fell to Sting. It was a hard-fought matchup at WrestleMania, but we thought we'd seen the last of Wyatt in a while. However, last week when Sting was about to talk, one member of the Brood, Burchill, came out with a casket saying he wanted to bury the career of Sting. He didn't get that far, but Thorne leaped out of the casket, tried to attack Sting. The Brood's offense didn't work, but then Bray Wyatt appeared from the casket, attacked Sting, side-slammed him into that casket, and now we know, after this past week on Metal, that at Revenge, our next pay-per-view, it is going to be a casket match. Bray Wyatt versus Sting, the rematch from WrestleMania. And now that Wyatt's got the Brood in tow, what has he got to say to Sting here tonight?
Every night we lay our heads down to dream, and that's when our minds really start to tick. We start remembering all these things, these horrible things, these travesties that have happened to us in our lives. But in our dreams, we're superheroes. And in our dreams, we can fix everything. We dream of revenge. We dream of payback. Just like that, man. Just like that, we wake up. And that's when reality starts to set in. That's when we go to the mirror and we look and we remember that we are not superheroes and that we cannot fix everything. And so we bottle all this rage up inside of us and we go on living our dismal little lives as if nothing is wrong, but everything is wrong. And I plan on fixing that. See, I used to have this mean old teacher, and this teacher, she used to look down upon me, and she went to great measures to make sure that I remember that I was a piece of trash and that I would never amount to anything in my life. She believed that everything she read in a book was true and that everything that I believed in was a lie. So I went up to her and I said, "Miss Teacher Lady, what is it about you that makes you think that you're so much better than me? That makes you think you're so much smarter than me? Is it because your mommy and daddy paid for you to go to some fancy school so that you could wave this diploma around all of us, so that you could look down upon children and force feed them propaganda?" Well, I say, nah. She looked at me and she said, "Bray Wyatt, you are rotten. You stand for nothing." She said, "Bray Wyatt, the first time that I ever looked inside of your eyes, I knew there was something inside of you. I knew that you were evil." But I'm proud to say that right now somewhere that teacher lady is rotting inside of some retirement home filled up with all of her life's regrets. But I, Bray Wyatt, stand here in front of you today as a conqueror, as a revolutionary, as the man of 1,000 troops, and I say, "Miss Teacher Lady, look at me right now. I got the whole damn world in my hands."
Well, that revolutionary, that conqueror, is standing in the ring, and with the Brood by his side, they've attacked Sting, they've attacked The Undertaker. What more? Oh, hang on! Oh, look at this! And that's Sting coming out of the casket, just like Bray Wyatt did to him last week. And Sting is back, and Wyatt scurries out of there. But the Brood being assaulted by Sting, and Wyatt staying clear. The Brood weren't looking at the casket, they weren't protecting that part, but the double Scorpion death drop to both members of the Brood. And Sting has taken down this alliance that assaulted him last week, this alliance that did in The Undertaker and bloodied him on Metal this past week. And now, the Brood has been taken down, and that leaves one man to go. That leaves one man that Sting has to get his hands on. Bray Wyatt is not going to let that loss at WrestleMania keep him down. And at Revenge, our next pay-per-view, it is going to be a casket match, the rematch between Bray Wyatt and Sting. Sting has made his intentions clear. Brood or no Brood, he's going to get Bray Wyatt, one way or another.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I need this massage. You don't know how much stress I'm carrying. It's all in my glutes, my back, I'm so sore. Ever since I got F5 by Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania and I was fired through no fault of my own, it's just been a whirlwind. I was the leader of the most successful organisation in the history of pro wrestling, the NWO, and now they're all gone. I can't reform it, otherwise I'll get fined, suspended, arrested. It doesn't matter, I'm fired anyway, but I was only here to collect my stuff and now I'm sticking it to them. You said this was an expensive massage? Good, well it's charged to No Limits Wrestling anyway. I mean, how dare they have the audacity to fire me, the man who brought them the most success that they've ever had. And they've got F. Cagleo, "Oh, this new era full of great young talent." Screw that. I'll tell you, I'll get my vengeance any way I can. The mental state that they've put me in, I need this massage. Are you even listening to me? Are you actually going to do this? Because I paid a lot of money at the expense of NLW for this. Oh god, no!
Wait, whoa, oh hang on! And hit! That's Ambrose! And there was no massage. Ambrose puts him through the table. And the commissioner got his just desserts. He got exactly what he deserved here tonight. Ambrose apparently feels it was the commissioner who attacked him, and now he's been laid out.
Revenge takes many forms. How does one wish to inflict pain and punishment on those that have wronged them? In this game, the goal is survival. Do you wish to grab your enemies by the throat? Within the confines of a cage? Hard steel, ripped flesh. Revenge is certainly a dish best served in hell. No Limits Wrestling Revenge live on pay-per-view.
You know what, moments ago I'm glad that Dean took some action. Commissioner talking smack like that, and it's obvious who it was by the videotapes that it was the Commissioner who attacked Dean Ambrose. And well, Ambrose angry at the former Commissioner, and Kurt Angle seems to have a gripe with the world. He's been on a roll, and that's an understatement. You know, you've been watching NLW and you've seen that this man has never been pinned, he's never been submitted here in NLW before, but tonight he's angry that he has to prove himself. And on Metal we heard what he had to say about the match against Drew Galloway at WrestleMania, saying he's pissed off at the fact that, well, makes him sick that people don't think he's the rightful winner, and arguably he has a right to feel that way. But tonight he can put those murmurs to rest with a victory over Drew Galloway. Of course Kurt Angle's unbeaten, never been pinned, never been submitted, but at WrestleMania, Drew Galloway did not technically lose. He lost, and that's what it says on the record books. However, he passed out at WrestleMania. He did not tap out. He passed out from the blood loss at WrestleMania. And here tonight is the WrestleMania rematch between Drew Galloway and Kurt Angle. And Angle out of the starting block early with that suplex. And remember, in this street fight, this is a street fight, there are no disqualifications and no countouts. Only way to win is by pinfall or submission in the middle of the ring. With that bridge, Galloway looked to become the first man to beat Kurt Angle, but there's a stiff shot right to the jawline. And now going for that suplex as he does, but kicked away. And oh my, going for that Claymore early. That Claymore that he almost used to put Angle away at WrestleMania. But here we go. There's a suplex, and if you thought that WrestleMania match between these guys was bloody, in this matchup there are no rules except that you have to pin or submit your opponent, so there's an even greater chance that one of these two men's can be busted open by the time this match is over. Oh, now going for some sort of clothesline, locked by the hips, but Galloway resisting him, but my god, thrown right over the top onto this barricade, rib first, and that's the kind of thing that'll break a couple of your ribs. And Galloway now in a hell of a lot of trouble against the unbeaten Kurt Angle. But Galloway jumps onto the barricade and delivers that jumping DDT, and well, we told you it was no DQ in this street fight. And he's using that to full effectiveness. There's that Singapore cane, that kendo stick, and laying into Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist. I'm not sure that kind of weapon is legal in the Olympics, but it is in NLW in this matchup anyway. And again, Angle sent off the stage, and Galloway is much more focused than he was at WrestleMania. WrestleMania was only his second match in the company, and now that he's got a little bit more experience under his belt, looking to put away Kurt Angle, grabs the ring bell from ringside and clocks him in the skull, in the face, and going for some more weapons. An Angle in the ring, and there's that trash can onto his stomach. And it's not like Galloway to go to the top. This is high risk district. Oh, that clothesline. I should say that splash from the top rope doesn't catch Angle, and there's a kick to the back. Gets all aluminium instead. That trash can off the ribs, and again the hard impact of steel in the form of those steel steps. And now going for another suplex on the outside, looking to put away Galloway, but Galloway with the strength to suplex Kurt Angle, and Angle has not been in action since WrestleMania. Drew Galloway has, as early as last Wednesday on Metal, where he lost to Scott Hall thanks to Seth Rollins. That's got to be played on his mind, and it may be the reason that he's making a couple of mistakes here. What a throw by Kurt Angle on the outside, and look at this. He's got that steel barrier here, and throwing Galloway into that steel. Unrelenting. A focused Kurt Angle here tonight, wanting to make sure that he beats Galloway decisively to shut up the critics, and that time the barrier did not move. Galloway met hard steel, it did not give an inch. And again, my goodness, the arm drag onto that steel and that barrier. That's solid steel, folks, and that's not fun. And what on earth is Angle going for now? Galloway still got to be sore after being taken out 3-on-1 last week by both the Outsiders and Seth Rollins, but it doesn't seem to be phasing him this time. Angle brings the table in the ring, and Galloway trying to mount a comeback. Can he run at him? Oh, the reversal! Through the table, and that belly-to-belly throw may have done it for Kurt Angle. Here's the cover, but Galloway still kicks out. And I don't know many men who would have crashed through that wood and would have kicked out. Galloway, as he said on Metal, is standing up for justice. That's why he's got the personal grudge with Seth Rollins, and also this attitude problem with Kurt Angle. And at the moment, he's taken out his frustration. Double on DDT on that trash can. And he's going to become the first man to beat Angle. But Angle kicks out. Much to the chagrin of this audience, they felt that Galloway had won it here. He's going to have to do more. Is he going to send a message to Seth Rollins, who he's going to face at Revenge on next pay-per-view? He's got the chair in the ring, but here comes Angle. Angle back again. And the man who helped Jeff Hardy in trying to stand up for justice, Drew Galloway, is in a hell of a lot of trouble in that ankle lock, but there's the chair to the ribs. And Galloway, oh my god. The thud of that steel on the skull of Drew Galloway. And where the hell is Angle going now? There is no DQ, and the street fight has gotten even more brutal than it started off. He's on the top rope, and if he hits this, it could be over! But Galloway ensures as this match continues, he moves out of the way, and Angle meets the canvas. Oh, and there's a chop. Knife edge chop, but again, Angle punches his way out of the situation. He's got that chair in hand! And the Claymore kick! You've got to go for a cover, man! Drew has got to go for the cover, and he may become the first man to beat that. Oh my! Oh damn it! And Drew Galloway, you got to believe, was about to become the first man ever to beat Kurt Angle, but here's Seth Rollins, the man who cost him a matchup on Metal this past week, the man who attacked him last week, and my... Oh God. Jesus, what a curb stomp on that folded out chair. And again he's unconscious. And again Angle going in for the kill, just like he did at WrestleMania. And just like at WrestleMania, Galloway is knocked unconscious and he cannot answer the count. And in a fair fight, you gotta believe that potentially Seth Rollins had this, I should say Drew Galloway had this one, until Seth Rollins interfered on behalf of Kurt Angle. Well, we'll take a look at what nearly did it in for Angle. Galloway looked to become the first man to beat him with that Claymore to the chair, and then Rollins interfered. He interfered on Metal last week, and he interfered here tonight with a curb stomp on that folded out chair. And at our next pay-per-view Revenge, Seth Rollins is going to go one-on-one with Drew Galloway. Galloway takes exception to the way that Seth Rollins is conducting himself. Oh, come on. Come on now, the match is over, he's defenseless for God's sake. Angle not finished by a long shot. And Kurt Angle's in the ring. And what is this? Is Batista. And this is also the first time we've seen Batista since WrestleMania, where he beat Randy Orton in a last man standing matchup. And he's come to the aid of Drew Galloway, and good grief, what a stare down this is. And oh, well, I thought Angle was going to be a man for once. Thought Angle wasn't going to be a coward and square up to Batista, but Angle saying not tonight. Batista in the center of the ring. He's come to the aid of Drew Galloway, and Angle says not today. The only time we're going to do this is on my time. And Batista has bested Randy Orton. Is he about to set his sights on a new challenge? What a stare down this is, and the carnage is in the ring for all to see. And Batista is looking into the eyes of Angle now, and well, that's not all here tonight. There you see the Hell in a Cell ominously hanging above the ring, and what on earth is that going to do later tonight? But also in our next part, is the Hell in a Cell going to come into play in this matchup? Who knows? It is going to be the Intercontinental Champion Finn Balor against CM Punk, and that is in our next part. Don't go away, that monumental matchup upcoming.